Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mil7 Gaming, and we were playing Pillars of Eternity Deadfire today. Last episode, we went through the cave, and we checked a few things out, and we are back out here. We're back on the beach. We've gathered part of our crew back together. Let's go ahead and click the last of our little things up here. Again, we don't want to leave loot here. Make sure we got it all. What do we got here? A stun bomb. It can stun people for 1 round. And spark crackers. Distracted for 2 rounds. Let's go ahead and give those to Adair, because he actually does have some explosives ability. I don't know how much of it's needed to do what we're talking about, but sure, why not? And again, I don't tend to do much of that because I'm too busy fighting things, but you know, whatever. We'll give it a try. See if we can find our way off the beach here. Oh.
Spy! Magran here! My flame burns yet! Is that ye?
Ed Engram appears to be in sound condition, though his wax jacket is soaked through. He appraises you with bleary-eyed amusement.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
Engram's eye twitches as he flashes a smile, notable for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
So, again, this is something from the last choices we made the last time. The last Magranite to travel with me almost went mad because of his goddess's trials.
Aye, but almost mad ain't fully mad. Ah, old Durance. The goddess shan't forge another like him in our lives, Captain.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Bella rocks back and forth on the heels of her feet. You're still drunk, aren't you?
Dry as kindling, Watcher.
His beard provides some cover for his smile, but his eyes twink playfully. Vela, don't let Engram be a bad influence while I'm gone.
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that scone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Clearly a bad influence.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Engram's thirsty too.
He absentmindedly taps on his chest near his heart, sounding the thunk of something metal beneath the priest's chair. And we got a level. Finish the quest, search for members of your crew. Go ahead and take a look, see how we're going to level up as the cat's down here trying to figure out how she can get up and be in the way. You can go up under the desk and try to climb up through my lap that way. That's my money. Let's see. We've already got some athletics. I said I would like some more mechanics for some lock picking. We're going to take our 1 point there, and there she is. Baby, you have to be down while I'm recording. You can't be up here. I need that spot for working the mouse. You're just going to have to wait. All right, passive skills. Let's see, we decided that insight was too much. Our character clearly wasn't the insightful one. That's how she missed the whole mutiny thing earlier. So maybe an extra point of survival as we've been going along. Let's do that. In fact, let me go back here. So when we collect this, you see party assist. We get 2, and he has 4. So somehow that adds up to 3 for the party. So party members all add together. So survival is something they can be using conversations, whatever, wilderness challenges, but it does add, so people can assist to help. So that gives us a total of 5. So if we come up to mechanics, you can see nobody else in the party has any, so it's just working off our 2. So anyway, worth noting. So now we can pick another ability. These are the ones we have right now. This is our constant recovery that we get. This is the one for devoted. This is our ability. We get increased penetration with our chosen weapon and increased critical hit damage. So we're looking for hopefully things that are going to give us benefit to crit, right? So we do more damage. We want to do more crits. Fast runner. Actually, would it be bad for us? Choose one ability. Choose an ability for 1 class. So I only get 1 option here. Now we could do the knockdown. Adair's got it already, but it's not a bad idea. Whoever gets to move first can knock down, and the other can hit him hard. Or we can come over here to Rogue. We've got Crippling Strike, which is pretty good. We could also get this Backstab. So you have a difference between a Backstab, which you only do from stealth or invisibility, and what do they call it? And then there's another way of doing bonus damage due to being flanked or whatever. I can't think of what the other one is called. So backstab is only done from stealth. Do we get it up here? Street Fighter, sneak attack. So sneak attack is you use the rogue's ability to approach unseen, adding additional bonus damage to the weapon attacks when the target is flanked or affected by an affliction. So there we go. So we can do that. I'm kind of thinking we do this. I'm kind of thinking crippling strike. This first one here is going to hobble it. It's going to give us more damage, bonus to penetration, and then it's going to hobble them for additional rounds. So they are going to have an affliction, which means that our Street Fighter, that our sneak attack is going to be able to do more damage to them. We don't have to have them flanked for that as long as they have that. So we go there. And later on, we can see that it's going to add a bleed to it. If we go artillery strike, or debilitating strike is going to give them kind of a mental distraction. So I think that's fine. I don't think we can... Oh, we're never going to get this power level. So our power level won't go high enough because whatever. So we won't get these things. By going multi-class, we've cut ourselves off from the top levels of the build. And there we go. I say, I don't know how this is going to work as far as multi-class. We'll see. Could be a horrible mistake. And he's also leveled up, so let's go ahead and take care of it there. And I can go athletics initially, and streetwise? It would make us fairly streetwise-ish. You could also put a point into religion. I'm gonna go streetwise. And we can go here. Monastic unarmed, I don't care. We can make him a fast runner. No, I'm just going to come over here and get the Discipline Barrage, the buff that we already gave Loa. So, there we go. Got to get the pipe going. And we're leveled.
My
right.
turn. You've got it.
We can hit J to look at our journal. This is going to have our quests, so helping hands, definers run aground, crew is dead or scattered. There may be more survivors to be found. We did this, search for your crew. So that is, yes, done? Yeah, there we go. It's blinked out. So we got stranded. Seek out a means of repairing your ship and to hunt a god. Obviously, we're trying to track Aothis in the storm. He was headed to the island, so see if we can find him. So those are our two quests that we've got going on right now. Leave the map, and this is going to take us to the overall kind of big map. We can either sail the ship when the ship works on this, or obviously wander around on foot. So there's gonna be little areas like this. We're gonna go click on this one. It's gonna give us some additional ale. It doesn't let us cross there. Now, if we had the ship, we could go click on that and pick those up. In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle of which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out kith milling around it. We can approach openly, sneak closer to observe. We don't have a lot of stealth, but we both do, I think, have one. As you approach the cart, you make out a group of red Karen pilgrims in rough spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in. Okay, well, it's just pilgrims. We'll go ahead and approach openly. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in a well-worn gabardine steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? By the way, we've got more company. Two puppies and the cat's under the desk. Camera doesn't move there, but she's right below us there. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look to you with a mix of apprehension and hope. We could lie. We can say dreams, or we can just be honest. I'm following Aothis. The older pilgrim's mouth opens in amazement. You hear a gasp from the other. They look at each other, excitement in their eyes. Praise him, the old man cries out. We are not alone. We had the dreams too. We saw the 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm. Figured it must be him, Aothis, calling to us, so we came here to the place we saw in our dreams. Pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memory to the present. We saw the giant pass, but with 3 stars on his brow. But he sighs and gestures to the wagon. Sad to say, we could not follow. Wheel stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift the corner up to get something under it. More than one of us tries, and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. I pulled my back today, so I feel them. So, let's inspect the wagon. Now, we can threaten, we can be bad, we can intimidate, we've got that skill. We can just leave, say, never mind. We're going to take a little bit of a negative hit to the other children of the Dawn Stars, the followers of Aethys. We're going to inspect the wagon. Brief inspection reveals the wagon is undamaged. The wheel is stuck fast in the mud. We have some wood, the old man says as he gestures to the back of the wagon. If we can get the wheel up, we can slide that beneath it. Inside the wagon, you see several planks of wood. A small box of valuables sits to the side. One of the younger Dawn Stars look at you, eyes wide. Reckon you can lift it? So we can do it with strength and do that. Or we can use our sleight of hand and try to steal the lockbox. We're just going to try lifting it. So we'll click that. It's going to pull up both people. We've got a 17. He's got a 16. We'll go ahead and go with the 17 and pick it up. We needed a 15 apparently to pull this off. It tells you what was required. There's not a roll. It's just if you have the ability, it happens. Can I find her back there? There she is. What do you think, Jello? She's just climbing around, seeing where she can get into trouble. Oh, a little bit too far. Let's get the mic out of the way. There we go. There we go. Young Dawn Star, you square yourself to the wagon's corner, squat deep, and wrestle the wheel from the mud with a grunt. A young Dawn Star stands shocked for a moment, but reacts in time to thrust the thick board beneath the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. You and the Dawn Stars you've roped into work glisten with sweat, but they laugh happily, sing songs of praise for Aethys. Rolled our 15, or we had at least a 15. Minor positive reputation gain with children of stars. So we can continue. 2 hours passed. Smiling, the leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They begin to prepare their wagon as you leave. And there's, again, a minor positive reputation. Hit 1. We gain 15 silver pfennig as well. We put into our cash. The old man calls out to you as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. And there we go. Now, if we go in here and we check, whoops, I need to go to C. We can check here. We can see that we have a 3 now in our boost to our faction with the Children of the Dawn Stars. And we should hopefully see a few of these now. It's still not showing us anything clever, which is interesting. I wonder how many of these things we have to have before they show up. What are you doing, Jello? All right, well, give me a minute to let her out. We've had houses and apartments in the past where a window was her entrance and exit out. So now when she wants to go out, she climbs up in the window. So let me go let her out. I'll be right back. All right. Of course, there's a doggy door. She can let herself out whenever she wants. I think the back door's open as well. But she wanted to go out the front, and they're in the back. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's get back in here. Port Manger.
Better see what that crowd's about.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both a gaggle of townsfolk gathered on the platform and a rather severe-looking Amua woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Amua woman folds her arms.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
I think she just said she saw to your safety. Maybe not.
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves?
If everyone would
As Clario's gaze sweeps around the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates!
At this alarmed cry, the whole crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the crowd. We'd say, my ship ran aground. We can say, I'm not a pirate. Passionate. What if I am? Shady. We can look around where, which should be, clever. I'll go passionate. Why not?
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort.
Maybe.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make her lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
If I was that lucky, I wouldn't have crashed here.
Perhaps not, but I suspect some good can come of this. Per complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
I think we got him out of something.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone.
Exactly.
But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Grade. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
All right. Port Mage Harbor discovered, 18 experience. We got another 322 for advancing the quest.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, master. Per complanca, don't tell me you're here to complain too. The virus. Are they recruiting right off the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
What's going on?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worst for it. Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa. Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Okay, well, let's go in and talk to Rinko, I guess. We're on our way to the governor's palace, but, a little detour, lay of the land, find out what's going on. See what we can steal if we decide to.
Mama brings me stuff from her work sometimes. Real old stuff.
Of course, darling.
Who's there?
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Valian man. The first thing you notice that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with one good eye.
I know exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
With his face.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
He yanks at the bedspread, bed sheet, trying to cover himself. So, we can say what happened to you. I think we just stick with our clever.
Ah, hell take you. I get enough of this from the Nasanali I work with.
He falls back against the mattress, grim. Now see, Adair liked that.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere?
I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh had been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
What's that? Because we have Streetwise, we have this clever option. So let's go for that. Yeah, you should always ditch the jewelry before a fight.
I was deep into my cups. It was not a fair contest to begin with. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised purple face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
All right, well, maybe we can reason with her. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Clearly doesn't like the natives. A pile of sticks and straw.
My turn. You've got it.
So we could kind of rob him blind here if we wanted, but you know what? I think we'll leave him his stuff. He's had a bad enough day as it is. Let's go see the governor. Reflections of the water look amazing. Dear Woody and Captain.
What marvelous carvings!
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent!
Somebody's getting fed a line. All right. This looks like an office. Who we got? Guard. Luisa. Governor Clario.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valian Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
So Valian Trading Company, kind of think, East India Company, that sort of thing.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
Strange events, I'm off on an important mission. We do this, we can go passionate again, but I don't think we're really going to push that too much. I think it's a little bit, we add a little bit of that, but I think we'll just ask about the strange events.
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Doesn't look like he buys it.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
So, we can say, right, stories. A giant, where did it go? Or it wasn't a giant, that was Aothis. What is the line? He ain't heavy, that's my brother. Wasn't a giant, that was Aothis. We'll just say a giant, where did it go?
Why, I haven't the slightest idea. Wherever giants go, deep beneath the waves, with luck. Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
I'm the Lady of Cadnua. Couldn't I owe you a favor? I don't think that's probably going to get us very far. We could go kind of rational. What could I do for you? I just got here. Diplomatic. I'd be happy to help. We can stay clever like we have been. I get it. Things are falling apart. You need me to save you.
I I would not put it just so, but let's move on. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I can say I know a little bit about it, or what's luminous Adra, or we can be honest and just say, I'm a watcher. I've dealt with Adra before. We'll go with that. Also, maybe it scares him, makes him take us a little more seriously.
Are you indeed? How very interesting.
Or maybe that makes him think other thoughts. For a moment, Clario appears entirely distracted from his point, regarding you with an uncomfortably intense degree of interest. Wasn't what I was looking for.
Do you know, they'd have a great deal of interest in speaking with you at headquarters.
Oh.
Something to consider.
He finally breaks from his musings and flaps his hand to dismiss the subject.
Well, luminous Adra is to Adra what a fine wine is to... well, never mind that. The point is that it is a particularly potent material, suffused with essence, and it is only found right here in the Deadfire archipelgo. It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
So, wait, you mean you're trading in souls?
That's a colorful way of putting it. Energy, really, is more apt. It's not quite a matter of digging up the spirit of your old grandmother.
Kind of is. Clario lets out a short, breathy laugh, shaking his head slightly.
We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture, up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
All right, I think we can do that. Any idea where that might have happened?
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
And if I find him?
Take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Okay, we can do that.
Gallarde, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
All right, let's get out of here. And I think we'll end this episode right here. We'll finish exploring town next episode and see about getting out and exploring some more of the island. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. Thumbs up if you are, thumbs down if you aren't. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.